Hi Pisces, this is your reading for September. I'm combining, the two spreads, okay? So the cards on the top from the Witch's Tarot are going to be the love portion of the reading. And the cards underneath from the Herbal Tarot are going to be more general messages, okay? So with that, you can apply those messages to a particular area of your life that you feel it may be talking about, but don't try to make any reading fit, okay? It either does or it doesn't. I've also pulled you a psychic tarot card and a little card from the destiny cards, okay? So regarding love, personal relationships, at the center we do have the Three of Swords. Now, Three of Swords, you've heard me say it time and time again. The Three of Swords can definitely talk about needing to get to the heart of the matter. And with that, we need communication. And sometimes that communication can be hurtful. We can hear things that are going to make us feel sad or upset, okay? But the Three of Swords as an energy is about heartbreak and sadness. So, Pisces, is there a conversation that needs to take place between you and your partner? Are you going through heartbreak and sadness because of a situation that's already happened? Has there been some heartbreak or loss from another area of your life, not necessarily to do with this relationship? Or have you and your partner already split up, okay? So up the top, we have the Five of Wands. Now, this can talk about internal issues and struggles, but it can also talk about petty arguments. See, the Five of Wands is not as bad as the Five of Swords, but it does talk about people who are not listening to each other. People who may feel that their opinion is more important than the others. People who, they shout and argue and they're just not listening. So has there been those type of arguments and conflict between you and your partner? Next to it, we have the World. Now, this is my favourite card in the tarot. It is the last card, and it talks about an ending of a cycle, a chapter of our lives coming to an end. One door closes, a new door opens. So look, is the World card there to suggest that the chapter of and the cycle of these arguments is coming to an end? I'm not so sure about that, because when I see the World, I tend to feel the energy of that is much more bigger, important. It could definitely be here to suggest and represent that this relationship has either come to an end or is going to come to an end. Now, Pisces, straight off the bat here, if you are in a happy, contented relationship, then this is not going to be for you, okay? So don't automatically think, oh my God, I thought we were so happy and in love and now it's going to all go wrong. No. If you've been in the energy of the Five of Wands with your partner, then you'll know that, okay? It's not just going to start to happen. Next to the World is the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands is a card that talks about forewarned is forearmed. We've been through issues. You know, we're showing the battle scars, you know, but we've managed to survive those conflicts, those issues. And now 8 wands are being used as a barrier, if you like. The other wand in her hand is, you know, saying, right, I'm ready. If there's going to be more arguments, more issues, I'm ready. Forewarned, forearmed. Next to the Three of Swords, we have the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is a card about walking away, yes. It's not always permanent, but in some cases, yes, it is. So whether we gave the 8 cups or, you know, whether we received the 8 cups, there was 8 cups, and you've heard me say this time and time again. To get 8 cups would, for me, suggest that this relationship, it wasn't all bad, but there's something lacking, something missing. And the 1 cup missing would have given us the 9 of cups, which is wish fulfillment. But it didn't quite get there, or it hasn't quite got there with this relationship. On the other side of the Three of Swords, we have the Fool card. So this is right back to 0. And the Fool card is a brand new journey, a brand new beginning. As I said with the World card, a cycle ending, a door shutting. Yes, with the Fool card, there's risks involved. We don't know what we're going to find on that path ahead. But it's about being prepared to take that risk. The card down here is the Four of Cups. This is boredom. This is that blah feeling. As I said with the 8 of Cups, something lacking, something missing. Whatever was being offered or given within this relationship, I don't think it was fulfilling. Next to the Four of Cups, Page of Swords. So this is referred to as the Truth card. The thing with the Page of Swords, there's always the need to ask more questions. Now, this could have come from you or from your partner. Do you know, it almost feels to me as though you've spoken your truth to your partner. Maybe in this difficult conversation here with the Three of Swords. Or, you know, maybe, you know, through this relationship, I kind of feel as though somebody is constantly asking questions, as though there was an element of distrust. So somebody is speaking their truth, and the other person is constantly questioning it to the point where it becomes annoying. The last card, if I can pick it up, is the Ace of Wands. So, yes, the Ace of Wands for me can be the most passionate card, but the Ace is a new beginning. And it's nice to see that we got an ace here, considering we have 2 cards about, you know, brand new starts, closing doors, well, walking away as well. 3 cards there with the 8 of Cups. The Wands is creative energy. It is passionate energy. It's energy that lights that spark, that fire within us again. It makes us feel energized, raring to go. It's that type of feeling. So, you know, Pisces, I think for those of you that have been going through big issues with you and your partner, it may be, if it hasn't already taken place, that in the month of September, there may be a difficult conversation to be had. And it may bring an outcome that leads to an ending here. But if that is the case, what I feel for you, the Pisces, is I don't feel you're going to be too upset over it. Or if you are, I don't see that sadness lasting for too long. Right. I'm going to clear these away. Now, what I found with some of the readings is we've had repeating cards. And if that is the case, then just keep them in mind, because then the message can be a little bit more intensified, okay? So I'll move these away, and we're going to move to the general side of the reading, which, as I said, can be about anything. And I'm just going to quickly scan through because I want to see if there's any. We've got two repeating cards. We've got the Page of Swords and the Five of Wands, both as repeating, okay? So keep those two cards in mind, because the message with both of those is much stronger. So at the centre, we have the Seven of Cups. So look, Seven of Cups is choices. It can be about making sure we make the right choice. The thing is, the only way I can describe this is what looks all gold and beautiful and shiny on the outside may actually turn out to be just cheap metal on the inside. Just 1 second, Pisces. I'm going to pause to let my dog back in. Sorry about that, Pisces. So, Seven of Cups. So, making the right choice. Because the thing with the Seven of Cups, there can be an element of fantasy and illusion tied up with this card, okay? So, choices, making the right choice. Not allowing ourselves to get caught up in our own fantasies or the fantasies of another person. Up the top here, we have the Ten of Swords. Now, this is harsh, the Ten of Swords. The only good thing about it is a 10, and this cycle is going to come to an end, okay? Tens is about endings. But to go through the Ten of Swords is very painful. It's not going to happen now. This is something that's already taken place. Now, the Ten of Swords can be, stabbed in the back by somebody. Somebody that we thought we could trust has really let us down. It can be gossip, horrible gossip. The thing is, Pisces, and I have to say this, I don't know why, that Ten of Swords is that, and please, I know you're going to hate me for this, but it always goes vice versa. Have you brought about that Ten of Swords energy to somebody else? That is a possibility, okay? Next to it, we have the Queen of Swords. So we have Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy, air sign energy here. It doesn't have to be talking about another person. It could be talking about you taking on the qualities of the Queen of Swords. The qualities are truth, seeking the truth, speaking the truth, looking to understand. There can be an element of sarcasm within her communication. Harsh words sometimes can be spoken. She's more analytical. She makes her decisions with her logic. Is that why we have it here above the Seven of Cups? That, like I said, a cautionary message here, that if you've got a decision to make, maybe best to make that decision with your logic, with an analytical approach, rather than your emotions, because you, as a water sign, tend to use your emotions rather than your logic. Is the Queen of Swords here suggesting that it was this person that brought about this Ten of Swords? Is it here to suggest that you are seeking truth and clarity after going through this energy of the Ten of Swords? Next to the Queen of Swords, we have the Lovers. So the Lovers can definitely talk about personal relationships here. Are you involved with an air sign? Is it your partner that you feel that has really let you down, that has brought this, this Ten of Swords? That maybe, if this is the case, if this bit of the reading is also relationship based, that may be why we do have the Three of Swords in your love reading. The Lovers is also a choice, a commitment. Again, making the right choice. Are we committed? How committed are we? Just 1 second. Sorry about that, Pisces. My dog doesn't know what she wants at the moment. It's very hot here, and she's so big and furry that she wants to come in to lay on the cold floor inside, but then she wants to go outside for the air as well. So, But anyway, so getting back to your reading. The Lovers, as I said, choice, commitments. Now, Page of Swords next to the Seven of Cups. Page of Swords, as I already mentioned in your first half of your reading, it's about somebody speaking their truth, but somebody feeling they need to question that truth. Because you may not be hearing the full story. So again, is it here to suggest that somebody may be coming through to speak their truth, Pisces, but you are going to need to question what you hear? Fantasy, illusion, making the right choices. Be careful. Be careful. Next to the Seven of Cups is the Six of Pentacles. So this is the give and take card. One person does the giving, the other person does the taking. And that's fine if it doesn't go one of the other ways too much. Giving and taking is what relationships are about. But if somebody's going to give all the time and the other person's going to take all the time, then we get an imbalance. It's about keeping those scales balanced. And it may very well be that you are dealing with somebody here where those scales are starting to come a little bit too unbalanced. It may be that you are the one that's doing too much giving and the other person is quite happy to do all the taking. Your other repeating card is the Five of Wands. So as you heard me say, internal struggles, yes, but also arguments, not listening to one another, opinions wanting to be heard, and the other person not listening. You know, it's petty squabbles that really can be avoided, but you know, it's arguments nonetheless. It's conflict. It can be competition. If this is workplace, it can talk about competition within the workplace. If this is personal relationship, it can be, again, competition there. Somebody, you know, we've got competition in terms of our partner. Or plain and simple arguments. Next to that, we have the Page of Cups. Page is messages coming through. The thing with the Page of Cups is there's an element of immaturity attached to it. It can sometimes be talking about somebody that struggles to have a mature relationship. Somebody that doesn't know how to control their feelings and their emotions, and quite often can find that this person may, delve into alcohol a little bit too much, because that's a way that they can block out feelings and emotions. If that's not the case, then the page, as I said, is messages coming through, and it's to do with feelings and emotions. The last card is Strength. And this is a card that deals with internal strength. Sometimes it's taming that lion and realizing it was just a pussycat. But overall, it's about needing to tap into our internal strength, recognizing that we have the strength to get through this. The Ten of Swords is intense, but it's coming to an end. I just feel, Pisces, that we are talking relationship with this reading as well. I don't feel any of this is work related. Okay, your message from the Psychic Tarot, the card came out reversed, okay? So when it does that, the message is still the same. It's just that achieving it may be a little bit more difficult. So it's a major arcana. It's called Shadow. As I said, it came out reversed, and it's equivalent to the Moon card. Now, I'm going to read a little bit from the book about this card. This card represents emotions, sensitivity, and a reminder that nothing in life is at a standstill. This is a world of constant flux, and one thing is certain: everything changes. This card is calling you to action. Now, as I said, it came out reversed. So the card's asking you to take action, but you may be finding that a bit of a struggle in September. The time is now when you may have to face your worst fears. Definitely up here with that Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords in the other spread. And look into the dark shadows of your soul. You must learn to confront what you've avoided and walk courageously through it. Always know that life naturally revitalizes itself, and as it does, so do you. See, it may be that there is some difficult and intense energy to go through in September. Now, whether for you this is work or family or friendship or personal relationship, whatever this is, Pisces, it may be difficult. But nonetheless, you can't stand still here. You've got to go through this and come out the other side. Now, the Destiny card message is New Dawn, which I thought was lovely because that feels very similar to me to the World card. But New Dawn, suggesting that, you know, this new dawn, this new day is coming, okay? However painful maybe this month of August has been, or going into September, it is feeling. There's going to be this new dawn when things are going to turn around, okay? So don't lose hope here. Okay, those are your messages. Thank you so much for watching and take care. Bye.